Hey everybody, have you been looking for a unique kind of a decoration or a way to add some ambiance to a party or to a get-together or to any kind of a function you'll be having at your home? Or maybe you're just looking for an interesting way to light up your patio or your backyard or even your own bedroom. Well, in this video I'm going to show you how I built these strands of lights using red Solo cups, or red party cups I guess. These aren't technically the Solo brand. It doesn't really matter which kind you use though. They're really easy to put together and they were pretty inexpensive to make. So let's not waste any time and just get right into this build. So this project starts with these light strings that I bought on Amazon. I'll put links down in the description for the lights and the cups. Let's start with showing you what comes in the box of the lights. Let's see, the first thing on top here are some instructions that I'm not going to use. And there's also a big long strand of just the sockets. There's lights, you know, the light bulbs are not actually put in yet. This is actually perfect. If they came already assembled, I just have to take all the bulbs off anyway, so it's nice that this one comes unassembled. I want to talk briefly about the bulbs that I used. I specifically chose a G40 size bulb. That's the particular size of the glass or plastic part of it. And the base is an E12 candelabra base. They're also LED bulbs, so they're really efficient. They don't use a lot of power, but they were plenty bright. I was really happy with this. You can see here I'm showing you they're plastic. You bang them together and nothing's going to break. And that candelabra base is actually really important. You'll see here that when I start cutting the holes in the cups, the size of the hole that I drill is really dependent on the size of that base. So using the candelabra base is exactly what you need. So I tried a couple of different ways to get these holes in the cups. Started with, melting it. And then I tried drilling with several different sizes and shapes of drill bits, but I found that a simple 1/2-inch drill was the very best. Now I started trying to drill them 3 cups at a time, but I found that even though sometimes it would work just fine, occasionally I'd wind up with 1 or 2 cups at the bottom that had this kind of torn out section, and so eventually I just switched to just drilling 1 cup at a time. That gave me the cleanest results and was the easiest to deal with. Once I had holes cut, then I used a razor knife to cut little slits opposite each other. You can see here in the light reflection there's a little slit on either side of the hole. It's not very long, it's 1/4 to 1/2 inch is all. And this I found provided exactly the amount of tension and relief that was needed against the bulb shape to hold the cups really securely against the base where the bulb was screwed in. So ultimately I just assembly lined this 1 cup at a time, drill the hole. Then after I'd finished drilling all the holes, I went back 1 cup at a time and used that razor blade to put in those relief cuts. Now I found that those relief cuts were really important because without them, the bulb would sometimes not screw in all the way. It was really a tight fit. But with those relief cuts, it provided exactly the right amount of tension to hold the cup securely against the base and still let me put the bulb in exactly the right amount. Alright, with the cups all prepared, then it was really simple to put everything together, if not just a little bit time consuming. Just grab a bulb, feed it through the hole in the bottom, and then screw it into the base on the wire. And you can see how nicely things fit together and how snugly the cup fits. There's no extra jiggling or wiggling, and they are really secure on the base of the bulb. I found it easiest to kind of work in a darkened environment so that as I screwed in each bulb, I could easily tell when it was screwed in all the way, and this also let me test each bulb to make sure that I didn't have any that were defective. Quick side note, I did not have any that were defective, so I would recommend these bulbs to anybody who would like to build this same project. Now for my party, I specifically wanted the cups to be red, but they come in a bunch of other colors, and it would be really fun to maybe make some alternating color patterns, or maybe to do a whole strand in one color and another strand in a different color. And however you like to do them, I'm sure you'll be happy with how they turn out. And that's really about all there is to it. These are really simple to build. You could certainly knock this project out in an evening with no trouble. I was really happy with how these turned out. They added a lot to the party that I threw. All my guests were complimenting me on the unique way of coming up with an interesting lighting situation for the backyard, and they turned out great. But I'm curious what you think. Is this a great idea or a terrible one? Let me know down in the comments what you think about these lights. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to let me know I did a good job, you could hit me with a little thumbs up down there. That always makes my day a little brighter. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, you can think about subscribing, but there's no pressure there. And as always, thank you very much for watching.